All right, I will never stop making content, and here's why. So, welcome to my channel. I'm Nia, and obviously, y'all can see natural black woman. I get a lot of offensive, terrible comments all the time, and does that stop me? No. I talk about a lot of things on my channel that relate to being a black woman in today's society. It's gonna be really rough for the next 4 years, as we know, and I will be here to let black women know they will be okay. I will be here to let those women know why something is happening to them that they can't explain, they don't understand. Yeah, I'm gonna be here to do that, and I will never stop. Um, a lot of people want me to stop talking, as y'all can see in my comments, and there's hidden comments y'all don't even see, but I don't let that stop me per se. I still keep going, and the reason is that I believe black women are very strong, very beautiful, almost the strongest things on this planet, right? Um, and I refuse to stop speaking up just to please a man. The only bad comments I ever get, I'm telling you, 99% of the time, 99.7% of the time, men. I don't receive bad comments from females, even females of other races. Like, I don't. They tell me, hey, I didn't know about that. Thank you for making this video. Da 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 da. Or, wow, I did notice that. Like, you know, I get those comments. And one of those comments are way better than the tens of thousands of terrible comments I get from men. Now, what's another reason why a lot of men also put bad comments out there and insult women, which is unfortunate? They like them. They know that that woman is out of their league. The amount of comments that me and my best friend have dissected, because we're like, yo, like, what did you just see? Did we just see this? Where a man is throwing an insult, putting themselves down, and saying that black women are out of their league. Yeah, that's a problem. Not black women being out of your league, because we will remain doing so. High standards. But it's more like your values are so low that you put someone that's very high down on purpose. And that's frustrating. Content as we know it is already pretty racist. They don't want to show black women, especially a girl that has an afro on her head. The content that flourishes is not my hair type. It's not my hair length. It's just not. But does that mean I'm gonna stop making content? No. Absolutely not. If anything, I'm going to go 10 times as hard because that's just the type of person I am. That is me. But truly, putting yourself on the internet is hard. And I'm making this video because I want other people to stand up and don't feel like you can't. I know people, you got certain jobs where they be like, nah, like, you can't be an activist. I get it. But just the artist in me, as y'all can see, calls me to be an activist every single day. I think that too is where I struggle with people. And yes, I have ADHD, I'm neurodivergent, but I think just something in me as well is like, if somebody's doing something to me, I just tell them like, no, stop, like, ew, bye. Like, I'm not that type of person to just be like, oh, I'll let them do this because they're going to. Absolutely not. And then because of that, I always get retaliated against. What could this retaliation look like? Terrible words used against me, putting me in a terrible position, putting my safety at harm. Yeah, it's not fun. This is why I created the channel, and this is why I will never stop. I will never stop. The goal here is not to be a millionaire. That's not my goal. That's most people's goal. Do you? I don't care. Capitalism sucks, so do you. That's what they want to make you believe so that you spend more of your money like a dummy. But that's not me. That's not me. I don't care for that. What I care for is seeing black women safe, feel good, feel love, understand that what's happening over here is not your fault over there. It's not your fault, but it's happening, right? So we have to see it, acknowledge it, understand it, and move forward. If we don't acknowledge it, I'm not saying you you even have to go out there looking for interracial couples or just, you know, a BLK man acting all disrespectful. And no, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is you have to understand why things are happening for you to move forward. Delusion and denial is something that is very prevalent in the Black community. In the Black community, we don't talk about things that have happened to us. We don't, you know, confide in others, which really makes me upset. And that needs to stop. For my future family, for my future children, I'm not doing that. We're gonna talk. And also, if my kid is anything like me, 10 times worse, as in telling the truth to people, I don't know. It's gonna be a bigger wrecking ball than me. So y'all should be prepared. But yeah, I genuinely love my culture, but I'm not gonna be in denial about the things I'm seeing. And I think honestly, Doechii is a really good example of, you know, someone who's not totally perfect, but seeing a dark-skinned woman, beautiful woman, being herself, wearing her natural hair, her protective styles, her wigs, switching it up, being quirky, weird, having masculinity, right? Something that they put Black women down all the time. And it's kind of like in a world where BLK men are stepping away from us all the time, whether it's marriage, whether it's your children, whatever. They don't want to take responsibility or stay committed because of what social media is telling them it's okay to do. Red pill content, we know it. It's like the BLK woman has to take on both roles. We do have to take on being the male head. We do have to take on being the female head at the same time. So yeah, you want to call me masculine? Sure, I'm Superwoman. I guess I'm Superwoman. Like, I'm fine with that. But what you're not gonna sit here and do is insult Black women. We're not doing that. And I'm sure in the comments of this video, there's gonna be a lot of men that insult me because they like the way I look, but they know that I would never date them. I'm not gonna like them. I don't care for them. And they're gonna insult me. That's just the way it works. So now, if you are a male, and the best thing I'm gonna tell you what you should do, if you are in that category, don't say anything. Because you're giving me engagement as well. But once again, the brain is a powerful thing. And when that thing ain't working, out of a job. But yeah, let's talk about the brain. Let's talk about intelligence. Whether I went to college or not, which I did, but I find that people, mainly males, well, no, let's say people, because pick-me's are in here too. Pick-me women, they get upset. They get really, really upset that I speak up, that I have intelligence, that I'm not gonna let you do whatever you want over here. That's not happening. A lot of people get upset about that. And also looking good. Like, they like, she look good and she gonna tell me about myself? Absolutely not. Like I legit, like, I swear I had an interaction with a man like that. He was just like, you're not gonna tell me about myself at all. And look good while you doing it. Like, I definitely could tell it was one of those moments, but that's a thing. And what I have to say to that is continue to have intelligence. Don't dumb yourself down for nobody. In the dating scene, I've noticed that, like, where men expect you to be down here mentally so that they can feel up here. Meanwhile, they're like down here. And this is all men all around, because I know you only talk about BLK men. No. And also, when I say that, please understand it's a particular group of men. We know it. The Pookies and the Ray Rays, the insecure dudes, like, we know it. The military dudes, we know it. The baby daddies, we know it. There's always a particular type of man. And once again, insecure could look like anything. Insecure could look like a billionaire, millionaire. Insecure could look like, I don't know, my neighbor. I don't know. I'm not saying my neighbor, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be anybody. Doctor, lawyer, policeman, firefighter. It could be anybody that's insecure, and they take it out in these ways and make BLK women feel really awful. And I don't want y'all to feel that way. That's why I'm making my content, and I will continue to do so. I'm not going to stop. I'm always going to be here. And it is Christmas Eve, so I want to say Merry Christmas Eve. It's supposed to be a very jolly, warm day. But when I see BS, I got to call out BS, and I have to keep making content because, one, I love it. But then, two, once I get this idea and this, like, thought, I'm just like, whoa, like, we got to talk on this. Because if I don't, then I'm going to forget it. But yeah, so when it comes to having a brain, keep your thinking cap on. Don't let no one take off. Even my crown is looking nice today. Oh, my hair is healthy. I want to make a video about hair actually next, and protective stylings. But let me finish this one. So yeah, I just want to say it's not okay that you get these comments about being a woman, about having to be masculine, because we lack that in the BLK community, because y'all be stepping out. Like, it is what it is. Not all, but a good percentage, and what is shown in the media. Y'all making yourselves look bad. Y'all want to talk about, oh, well, you know, y'all think we all like Pookies and Ray Rays. Well, stop acting like it. Stop acting like it. Like, and I'm talking about the person that says that. Usually the person that says that is the one that is using substances out every single night, drinking and carrying on, cussing. Like, it's usually that type of man. And on top of that, they be religious. Like, make it make sense. And I do want to quickly talk about another thing that men talk about is women's body count, and specifically a BLK woman's body count. Sorry I have to switch and say these weird words like YT and BLK. It frustrates me, but YouTube, you say things over and over and over. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, that's hate speech. Get out of here. So we're trying to navigate those waters and still give you content on here. Let's talk about that. Basically, women's body count. Trying to get back on track. It's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation I talked to my friend about, where yes, I believe in being sexy and celibate right now, and I'm loving it. It feels good. But I've been noticing a lot of men in my comments, because of how I look and how I am, loving myself, loving every single asset that I got. You ain't gonna take that away from me. I love me. How they get upset because I'm not having intercourse. How they get upset because I'm not in a relationship. A lot of men will get upset with you and throw the "you're single" card. Da 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 da. You're single. Meanwhile, they're single too, but they assume that a single woman can't give dating advice, which is not true. If anything, a single woman is more, honestly, better to give it to you, because they're not in denial. They're not in denial, and they're waiting for the right person. Or not waiting for a person at all. We literally, my best friend just talked about this, and I've talked about this too. She put it in really good words, and she basically was saying how being single helps you save money. Being single gives you more control, and that's not what capitalism wants. Capitalism wants you to be in a relationship. She brought up such good examples, talking about a wedding, talking about kids, talking about a car, talking about a house, talking about jobs, talking about all these things that couples need to do to survive that are very expensive. And how a lot of people with this American dream have not realized the American dream is just to steal your money. That American dream is not real. It is to take your money and exploit, and hopefully get you on the exploitation bandwagon. So make it your dream. Stop focusing on the American dream. Sorry. But yes, being in a relationship honestly makes America more money, right? You have kids. Now that's making Target some bank. Gotta buy diapers. Gotta buy a car seat. Gotta buy the formulas. Gotta buy everything else. You're making Target bank by having these little oopsies. Yeah. You're making Target bank and staying in poverty. Meanwhile, it's like you making Target money and you're gonna work for Target. Like, it ain't nothing wrong with working Target, but do you see how this works? How they get people. So a lot of people are very annoying and taking that propaganda and let it sit in them and think it's true, and then they come to the person who's single, who's spitting some facts, and they're like, "You're single, you should be shamed." It's like, well, I'm not. And then once you're not shamed, they're like even more upset. They want to retaliate more. And it's honestly just like, what is going on here? Men are becoming children in this day and age. Like, maybe they've always been children, honestly, being coddled, but who cares? If you're single, I really want to tell you, you are doing what you need to do for yourself. You are happy. You are loved. You are you. Everyone's fear of being lonely, yeah, it sucks, but it's not the end all be all. And honestly, find some joy in that. When I stopped like dating constantly and talking to people, oh my God, it felt so good. I had nobody trying to manipulate me, coerce me, tell me some BS, and just calling me at different times. Like, I didn't have to set boundaries because there was nothing to set. And honestly, I even stopped reviewing the Pop the Balloon show because honestly, it became to a point where I was just like, this is so sad. Like, you got these people out here, you know, a couple of shows, fine, but you got these people out here and you setting them ablaze. Like, this is embarrassing. As much as people want clout and Instagram followers, like, look at what we're doing to get Instagram followers. Like, look at this. People are going on Pop the Balloon. People are botching their body. People are, and the Pop the Balloon for, you know, the one that's really bad. Oh my gosh, I see clips all the time. Well, when I was on Instagram circulating, and it was disgusting what they would say to women and what women would say to men in this 304 culture, right? It was pretty gross. Just because they're trying to make it out of the hood. Talking to men, all types of disgusting way. And it's so crazy. Let's talk about, yes, the body count. Let's get to that. It's so crazy how a man wants a woman that is a porn star, but you also want a woman that is a virgin. Make it make sense, holy doctor. Like, I'm confused. Why y'all want to be so Christian one minute, and then the next minute you want someone in the bedroom that's in the adult entertainment industry? Make it make sense. And this is not all men. This is the worst men in the world, which is a good majority right now in our community, which is unfortunate. But there are the men out there. They're just not on the internet like this, which is great. So like I said, travel, meet people, talk to people, be yourself. Don't think these people on the internet is it. A lot of things on the internet are fake, one. But then two, they're showing you the worst of the worst because of money. They're showing you terrible interracial relationships because of money. America wants your money. And once you understand that, you will be able to have some sense. I don't know why it's so hard to get through people. It really is like Luigi. Like, come on, he took the L for us, and some people still don't get it. And you see how women, besides him being attractive, you see how women really like stand up with him and understand it quickly. And then the men that do understand him, they're pretty smart. Like, you know, it's just like, and they don't even have to talk about his looks. They just put together what he did and why he did it and the moral conscience. Now, I ain't saying pound people is great. That's not what I'm saying here. But what I'm saying is there's a bigger issue here with the NRA, health companies, America, governments. The next 4 years is going to be awful. It is. And I'm trying to make the best of it, right? Such as me moving. But still, you know, it's very sad that I see these insults all the time. And I don't get sad for me. I'm the type of person where I get sad for others because I'm strong. Go ahead, say something to me. Go ahead. Yeah. And then I click on that page and I'm like, yep, a whole bunch of BS. You're a loser. You're a self. You know? But it's like I feel bad for other women who don't understand and don't get it and don't want to get it. End up having a kid. End up being a pick-me. End up, you know? It's just sad. Like, they don't get how their comments really affect people who don't have a great head on their shoulders, or at least, what do I say? Openness, worldliness. It's pretty sad. That's all I can say. I'm just like, oh man, what do we do? Like, what do we do? What did we do? I don't know. All I know is that Black women, please be yourself, be happy, be proud, be loud. Don't let anyone stop you. Chase your dreams. Catch your dream, because you will catch it. You're going to get closer and closer and closer to it. Don't give up on it. Don't give up on yourself, self-esteem. And that's another thing. A lot of men out here do not have self-esteem at all. It's in the zero zone. Like, it's a chop. So they see you, Black woman, you looking gorgeous, you happy, you smart, you're educated, you're just, wow, out of their league, and they want to tear you down. They do. They want to tear you down. We see what happened to Kamala. Like, they want to tear you down. But then also they don't know nothing about you, so it makes it really hard. for them. But I don't let it. Like, I always talk about my previous experiences. I always talk about, you know, things I've been through, mistakes I've made, because honestly, people do learn from them and people do connect. Like, they either done it, haven't done it, and they're like, wow, it's looking like that's about to happen, or I don't want that to happen to me. You know, I'm that type of person. I'm not gonna sit here and just, oh, my life is so perfect and this is how you become perfect. Like, ew. Like, first of all, anyone who wants to live perfectly, it just is never great. It never works out. It does not work out. Life is about learning, and a lot of people don't want to learn. They don't want to learn. They think that, oh, to learn you have to go to school. No, to learn you just have to be open to seeing things in the way that you didn't think you would see them. And I think to hit on one last comment, a lot of men say, oh, well, you just don't like men. You don't like men. No, I don't like the bad ones, and I call them out. Scaredy cat. Like, a lot of men are very, very scared of women with intelligence. I legit have had a man say that to me. Like, he was scared of me because of my intelligence. It's about control. They want to fool people. Can't fool me, you get mad. I don't know what to tell you. You can't fool me, you're gonna get mad. And you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get ate up. But yeah, it feels good. I like it. I feel like a superhero. Superwoman. You can't stop me. Bye, y'all. Oh my gosh, scooting up to this is so embarrassing. I feel like an old lady. Bye.